I just hit the button. I just hit the button. So y'all go ahead and pull up over there if you want to. I'm about to get into it. I try to do my best at like talk like saying what I'm doing. I do my best at like saying what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying, since I decided to get on live. You know what I'm saying? If you got any questions, if you got any feedback or whatever, you know what I'm saying, feel free to chime in. But like I said, y'all go ahead and pull up on YouTube if you just want to watch or if you just want to listen to me as I go through it. Cause I ain't really get a chance to do this over the weekend like I wanted to. Well, I really ain't want to, cause I was hanging out with my sweetie. You feel me? You feel me? If anybody on YouTube, put a one in the chat if you can hear my mic. If a mic sound good, put a one in the chat. If it's low, say, hey, Tim, it's low. If it's good, you know, put a one in the chat. All right, so basically, these 60-minute candles on the ES. Like I said, I ain't used to looking at this on the full screen. It looked funny to. What's happening? I see a few people pulling up. I see a few people pulling up on YouTube. I appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. Yeah, like I say, if anybody pulling up on YouTube that wasn't on IG, I'm just going through, really analyzing what's going on. So basically, I ain't get a chance to do this over the weekend, so I just talk out loud, right? Looking at the chart, you can see here. This morning when I woke up, I did put in 2 lines. No, when I put these lines, I didn't put these lines in this morning. I put these lines in Saturday. I put these lines in Saturday before we left because I was getting ready to do this, but I was like, nah, I ain't gonna start doing it because I'm gonna get caught up, and then my sweetie gonna be looking at me cockeyed. You know what I'm saying? Eyes gonna be cocked like a pistol because, hey, I'm gonna get deep into it. So that's why I put these lines in Saturday. And let me show you what those lines are for. Sharing my thoughts with you. So look, these daily candles right here on the ES, right? Can y'all see them? Can y'all see them lines pretty good on there? Can y'all see the lines and stuff? I know when I move it around, if you can see the lines good, like put a one in the chat. Cause when I move it around sometimes the lines disappear. So if you can see the lines good, somebody just type good. You know what I'm saying? If you can see the lines good. So, excuse my crunching. This yellow what up, Doc? This goldish line right here. This goldish lines right here, right? What I put them on there for? What's up, Mark Trading with the Dummy? Pull up on YouTube, homie. And excuse my crunching. What I put these on here, I'm gonna sit these to the side for a second. What I put these lines on here for, right, is because if you notice, this right here, this swing high went up to a gap. It went up to a fair value gap right there. Fair value gap or imbalance, whatever you want to call it, right? It traded back up to that and started coming down. And that was right off of after we traded down below these lows right here. We traded down below these lows right here. You can tell we ran some liquidity because it's a long wick. So we were just running liquidity down there. A whole lot of, you know what I'm saying, market orders got filled because look at the way it violently went back up, right? So I'm marking that and that for like, okay, this is what we trying to get to. This is what we trying to get to. I ain't got, hold on. I need me some tissue or something. I ain't got no tissue back here. Nothing. Now, hold on, I got to grab some tissue. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. So yeah, we so these the two places where I'm like, if we like, I'm still bearish on the market until we break this downtrend. So I'm looking for the market. I'm saying, okay, the market trying to get back here because I'm bearish on it, right? But I always want to know the reverse side of it. So I'm like, okay, I'm bearish, but if the market decides, okay, this is the bottom, since we wicked off, we came down here, then we didn't quite get to it. If they decide, hey, this is the bottom, and start going back up, where the next, spot of liquidity at. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I marked the top. You know what I'm saying? Top and the bottom. Those my liquidity lines where, okay, this is where the market trying to get to. And that's what I try to, I try to determine where the market trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not all about like setups. It ain't all about like, oh, this order block, or it ain't about this chart pattern. To me, this candlestick pattern, to me, it ain't about that. You know what I'm saying? That's why the ICT stuff clicked with me so well, because it's like the way he teach it and the way he break it down. And so it's like, it's about where the market trying to get for me. So I'm bearish, so I'm looking for the market to try to get below these lows right here. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm expecting. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm looking for reasons to sell. In a downtrend, you're going to have green days, right? These daily candles. We've been in a downtrend since over here, you know what I'm saying? And we got quite a few green candles in here. You know what I'm saying? Those, you know what I'm saying? Them green days. We got green days in a downtrend. That's going to happen, right? So, but I'm still looking for reasons to sell, because I believe right now, the point I believe we trying to get to is below this low right here, which is, let me see. I hear Jolene right now saying, don't say here, say the level. You feel me? So the low of that candle right there, the low of that day was 40.9125. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's hunting for 40.9125. Today we got as low as 41.29.50. You know what I'm saying? Which ain't that far from 40.91. You know what I'm saying? It's not that far from 40.91. We got as low as 40.29.50 to 41.29.50 today, right? So, okay, that's where we at on the daily market. We still in the clear downtrend. You know what I'm saying? If I got me a ray, you don't need a ray to to you show this, but coming from the highs, you know what I'm saying? It's a clear downtrend. Swing it out, first candle you touch, boom, right there. It's a clear downtrend. We still in the clear downtrend. You don't even need a ray to see that. And then, if anything, if anything, we got even steeper. We've gotten even, the downtrend has even gotten even steeper, because if you look at the downtrend here, right? Once the downtrend continued, see how steep the downtrend getting now? It's starting to get even steeper. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's more of a steep line. So the downtrend is either speeding up or, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no or it's speeding up. The downtrend is speeding up. So is it speeding up to keep going down, or is it speeding up to go ahead and stop? But the downtrend is speeding up. I just noticed that when I ran that ray. I'm glad I put that ray on there. But like I said, okay, that's where we at on the daily level. All right. So now that I got the liquidity points marked on the daily level, right, now I start to look for any imbalances within that range that the market may be drawn to on the daily level. You see what I'm saying? So looking at the blow these up a little bit bigger so I can see it a little bit better. And I'm only focusing in between this range right here. So for right now, so I'm going to stretch it out some. So, all right. So here we go. In between this level here, I see one here that got touched and sold off. So that's pretty. Let me look at my line. Okay, we split. We almost went to the top of that one there. So we already, I'm going to say we already dealt with that. Because we came up, we didn't completely fill it, but we went more than 50% of it, and we sold back off of it. So I'm going to say we dealt with that. I'm going to go ahead and mark it. I may end up moving it once I drop down to my hourly chart, but I'm going to go ahead and mark it for right now. That's not a rectangle. Fibs. Oh, so while I got my fibs on, let's do this while I got my fibs on. I just thought about that when I grabbed my fibs. Let's look at where we are in as far as like if we still selling in a discount market based off of this area of the last, you know what I'm saying, last part of the area. So since the last time we tried to go back up and start coming down, right? Let's look at that from this point here. Let's go from the top to the, do I want to go from the bottom to the top? I got it backwards, but I go from the top to the bottom like that. From the top of the area, the high of the area to the low. Between these daily ranges, right, where we at right now today. Okay, so during this period when we was selling down, when we started down here and we went up to there, then we started selling back down. So in between this range, you know what I'm saying, the way I see TB showing it, like the 50% line, like below the 50% line is in a discount within that range. Above the 50% line is in a premium market during that range. So once we came down here and we came up and we stopped and started selling back down, we sold back down into it, deep into a discount here, came back up into a premium, slipped back down into a discount again. You know what I'm saying? But it went high up into the premium on the day right here. And then it slipped back down, and now we still in a discount. We went deep into a discount today, you know, and that we didn't break that low right there, right? So those relatively equal lows right there. So you already know how I feel about them relative equal lows. That look like it's setting up to be rated, and that's not far from where I think the market trying to go. So you're making relative equal lows right there, and it's like, you know, we still in the discount market. We struggling to get back up. You know what I'm saying? So all of that's kind of confirming my thoughts of it's still trying to slip lower. But this is just Tim Rogers' thoughts. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm just thinking out loud right now. What they say? Oh, you was bearish too, Kashaya. Yeah, we have up days when we bearish. They need the sucker to buy it up so they can. Yep, buy it up to sell it off. That's what I'm thinking, Mark. Tim, what's your lowest target for the SPY? Right now, my lowest target for the SPY. I don't have a lowest target, but right now I'm looking for it to at least come up under 41. What I said it was. I'm looking at least for the ES to come up under 40.91 to get some liquidity. You know what I'm saying? This is like best case right now for me, under 40.91 on the ES to get some liquidity. You know what I'm saying? Worst case as of now for me is to come down into this fair value gap right here that's in between 39.47 and 39.74, right up under these lows right here for the ES. That's like worst case right now. And let's look at what that'll make the SPY if we can get a quick look. So up under, so best case up under this low right here, 41.15. What is that? 41. Yeah, let's just say 41.15 best case. And then worst case 41.10. Yeah, as of now. And then the way they're acting, I don't know. Oh, let's see what the percentage will be. Can y'all see my chart? Let me see if y'all can see my. Yeah, y'all can see my chart. Okay. Let's see what that percentage would be if it got down to worst case. If it got the worst case from the high, that'll be 14%, 14.4% for worst case from the high, which is not unreasonable. You know what I'm saying? It may even go lower than that, but it's like right now, cause that's just the low. So if you dip below the low, let's say if it just went down to what's that, 41.10. Let's say if it went below the low to like 400. Let's say if it went to 400. 400 will give us 16%, which is not unreasonable from the high. 16% from the high, which is not unreasonable. See what that's not on the year. What would that be? Let me see that what it'll be on the year. 400 on the year. That's January 4th. Or January 3rd. So on the year, it will be 16% on the year. It'll be 400 to be 16% on the year. 16.4 from the high. So that's like worst case, but I try not to get into what I'm saying, what my low target gonna be. I try to stick with what the price action showing me and go with that. You know what I'm saying? I have certain targets I be looking at, but I try to stick with what the price action's showing me. You feel me? Hopefully that answered your question, Boogie. Yeah, about 400. Yep, about 400. So yeah, that's the daily level. We still trading in a discount market within this last run. We still trading in the discount market within this last run. And then this fair value gap right here. Oh, I said I was going to market. But we already kind of visited this and sold off, but I'm still going to market. I still market. I might end up moving it or changing it or something. Let me get my my snaps on so it'll pop right to the wicks. Okay. Put my template on. Imbalance. Okay. All right, that's a daily imbalance. So now I'm gonna drop down to my 60-minute. Right. So the daily imbalance is up here. So this right here, if this high right up here at 43, 26, 25, if that high get broke, then like my bearish sentiment for this week or the real short term is gonna be taken out, because if this high get broke, the bulls really stepping in. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not looking for that high to get broke. Not that high. I'm looking at the wrong high. This high over here. That's the high I'm looking at. The high of my line. It's the high of my, if this high right here, what is that? 44.0875. So if 44.8 get broke, just say 44.09. If they break 44.09, then my short-term bearish for like this week and next week or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It'll be because the bulls are really stepping in if it break this before it breaks the 40, before it break the 4090. If it break this 44.08 before it break the 4090, then the bulls really came to play. But I'm thinking we just selling up. I mean, we just buying up to sell down. But Tim, why you say that? I'm glad you asked that, little Timmy Rogers. I'm gonna show you why I say that. Because we've been constantly going down. See what I'm saying? Like when we hit here, once we started, we made our way back up. We got up right around this little fair value gap right over here, right? And we started selling back down, right? We did our thing, came back down, making low, you know what I'm saying? Going lower and lower and lower. All of these, and then if you notice, right? None of these shorter term and intermediate term highs were breaking each other, right? Until we got over to here. Once we got on this leg right here, that's when we started, acting like we was gonna, start making new highs. But once we got back up to this daily fair value gap that I had marked, boom, we weren't blasting off new highs. We were just coming back up to fill this imbalance. You see what I'm saying? We went back to this imbalance and sold back off again. See? And we touched up under these lows right here, came up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Went sideways a little bit, sold down some, and let's see if we broke these lows right here. Yeah, see, we didn't even break though. We still ain't break those lows. That's what I'm talking about right there. Them relative, now we got relative equal lows right here. This low over here at what's that? 41.28.75, and this low right here that we made today at 41.29.50. Those relative equal lows. You see what I'm saying? They gonna come raid that. I'm gonna mark that. I'm gonna mark that low right there. I'm gonna mark that just to mark it, because that's a relative equal low, and it's not far from the liquidity low that I was looking at. So we closer to this one than we are that one. That's why I say if the bulls can push this all the way back up and break this prior to breaking this low, then my short-term bullet bearishness will be broken just for the short term, because the bulls ain't playing, right? So now that we got, let's look for any fair value gaps that it left on this leg down right here that need to be attended to, right? So on this leg down right here, this on the 60-minute chart, 60-minute level. All right, so we got some. Turn this snap off for a second. Rectangle here. Got a teeny tiny one there. Little teeny tiny fella there. One right up under him here. One there. That ain't been taken care of. This from here been taken care of. So we got a couple fair value gaps there. I'm gonna change the colors on these imbalances that hasn't been taken care of. I'll make these orange. Y'all can't even hardly see those. Brighten that up a little bit. Brighten it up a little bit. Okay, so them just a couple imbalances on the 60-minute that haven't been taken care of yet. Orange. All right. So, all right, looking at them 60 minutes now. This area right here seems to be, so this intermediate high right here, or short-term high, or whatever you want to call it, because this right here is, all right, this the long-term high up here. This your long-term high over here, because that's on the daily level. All right, so we're gonna call this an intermediate high right there, and then we're gonna call this a short-term high right here. Okay, that's how I'm gonna break it down. I ain't doing it really exactly how it's supposed to be done, but that still seemed to be hanging on a little bit, because we still, like, did we hit that high right there? What's the high? 42.39.75, and this candle right here went to 42.39.25. So we still ain't even broke this high yet. We real close to it. You know what I'm saying? We've been slowly going up. We ain't broke that high yet today. We still got a couple hours for the day. It's 107. We still got a couple hours yet, but we still ain't broke this high right here from yesterday. What date that is? Yeah, we ain't broke this high from yesterday at noon. And this high right here was yesterday at 6 o'clock. So we still ain't broke. Let me put this back on the daily calendar real quick. Yeah, we still ain't broke yesterday's high, as you can see right there. Yesterday's high was 42.44.75. So we still ain't broke yesterday's high yet. What was that, 60 minutes? Yeah. Okay, so we still, the downtrend is still showing down, because we fell in the break. Like, the way I look at fell in the break, and I learned this from ICT2, is that, like, once we make a up move, right, if the next leg back up can't break through the red candles, then that leg up was a failed break. That's the way I look at it. I learned that from ICT, and that's kind of like how I implement it on the price action, and it's been working out pretty good for me. So like how we got this run up right here. Just say we got this intermediate high here, right? This run and this run, both of them failed to clear these red candles right here. That's a clear failure, right? But like on this run, this short term right here, right, it came down, and then this run failed to break this candle right here. Let's see how close it came to it. The open of this candle was 42.39.75, and the high of this candle was 42.39.75. Tick for tick. It went tick for tick back to the open and sold back off. You see what I'm saying? So this run right here, failed to break the red candles of this run right here. You see what I'm saying? So that was a failed break. Sold off real hard. Came all the way down here, up under this swing low right here. It didn't break the low swing lows. It came up under this swing low over here, and then it consolidated, broke below this swing low, but it didn't break the lowest one of them all. It just made a relatively equal low. So bought back up really high. You know what I'm saying? Took care of this fair value gap right here. Kept going up, but so far it has failed to break that high right there, right? Failed to break it. Let's see, that high is 42. Oh, that's the 75. We already knew what the high was. And then this high right here is 42.39.25. It's 2 ticks off from breaking that high. So far, this is still a failed break, right? We still got time left in the day. Yeah, it don't look like we broke it yet. Yeah, we ain't break it yet. We still got time left in the day, so you don't never know what's gonna happen. But as of now, this is a failed break right now. Good to grab NIO here. It's getting demolished. I don't trade NIO. I don't know. You must be new here. Who that is? Ask me about NIO. Cousins, tell them. I don't know about NIO. I just trade the SPY. Do you go bullish even when sentiment is bad? If I see a bullish trade, if I see a bullish setup, I'll take it. If I see a good bullet boogie, that's a good question. There's always a bull market somewhere, right? Somebody in the chat, who that is, asked about NIO. One of the cousins trading with a dummy. Mark said no NIO. It's all capital letters. So they said no NIO. So Boogie, what I do, like if I see a bullish setup, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? If I see it setting up, if I'm watching it, I'll take it. Right? Hey, the cousin said do a little research on what's going on with China. And that's one of the reasons why they said no NIO. If I see a bullish setup, I'll take it. If I'm watching, but like if I got it set up, see me, I clock out at 11 for trading futures. But like if I see a bullish setup setting up, I will take a bullish options trade, or I'll take a bullish futures trade if I see it setting up properly. Cause it's all like today is a green day. Today I was trying, I tried to go short today because I wanted to go short. I missed my options trade, and I'll show you I missed my futures trade, and I'll show you the future trade that I missed. And then it went back to a fair value gap, and I was bearish. So I put on an options trade, and when it started trading down, I saw it going back into another fair value gap on a green day. It's a bullish day, and it's trading back down into a fair value gap. So I moved my stop loss to break even, because I'm like, okay, it's fun to sell back up. It's fun to buy back up, and it did buy back up, and it did stop me out in profit. So it was just break even profit. Just had enough to, cover the contracts and put about $2 in my pocket. But yeah, so it came back up, and we still haven't broken the high of this run right here. This run up here, these red candles so far are still containing this run right here. So right now, this is a failed run. This from this high, right? This is a failed attempt. This is a failed attempt. This is a failed attempt. You see what I'm saying? So we got 2 failed attempts so far. So this is still reinforcing my sentiment of going back down. Now, with that being said, we got 2 imbalances that's sitting right here, and we could very well, you know what I'm saying, buy up into these imbalances before we sell off. And that wouldn't be impractical, because this high right here at this daily order block is well below the high that needs to get broken before the short-term bearish sentiment changes. You see what I'm saying? This is the high that changes the short-term bearish sentiment. See what I'm saying? This is the long-term high. This is just an intermediate high. So we can come all the way up to here. We can even come close to, we can come up to and fill in this daily imbalance all the way, which we didn't do last time, and still be within the range of being bearish. While we on the 60-minute chart, I'm talking about that. Let's check and see the fib. Let's look at the fibs again as far as the premium market. Let's see exactly where the premium market starts at. Right? So we not too far from getting back into the premium market right now. And see these 2 fair value gaps right there. Look where the top of that top fair value gap sitting, right at the 62% retracement level. You know what I'm saying? And the big boys love using that 62%. You feel me? So that's why I say I ain't even had the fibs on. When I put the fibs on last time, these boxes wasn't even here. I don't think. Somebody keep me honest. If they was on, if they was there, keep me honest. Tim, can you play puts while holding leaps? Yeah. If you don't suck at playing puts like me, playing puts while you holding leaps is the best strategy to have, in my opinion, because as your leaps, as your profits are getting 8 and 2 as that drawdown, as you taking that drawdown on your leaps, you could be making money on those puts to buy additional contracts on that leap. If you know what I'm saying, if your thesis still intact, you know what I'm saying. Let's say you run up to like 40% on your leap, right? And then we get ready to start pulling back in June. You think, okay, we're gonna start pulling back in June. You up to like, let's say you up to 40-50%, right? And then you be like, okay, we finna start pulling back. So the market starts showing you we pulling back. You get a put for late August or September, right? And then let's say your leap draw down from 45% all the way back down to 20%. You take that drawdown, but you gaining money on that put. And then once, you know what I'm saying, once you get ready to cash that put in, while you took that drawdown back to 20%, now you can take that money you made off that put and buy another contract on your leap if you want to, or buy a different position, or buy like a short-term call, you know what I'm saying, when the market starts showing you it's going back up. You feel me? I just suck at playing long-term puts. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? I suck every time. It's only been 2 times I played a long-term put the right way. You know what I'm saying? Every other time I got clapped. But the times I didn't get clapped, that's what I did. I took the money I made off the put and bought, you know what I'm saying? One time I bought a short-term contract and like doubled my money I made off the put in a week. And one time I bought another long-term contract to add to my position. But other than that, I be getting clapped on puts. And just looking at the market, it's kind of selling off a little bit on this hour. Don't know if it's gonna go back up. Let me see if it's trying to come back down to a fair value gap. Look like we might have a small one right here. No, everything is pretty up. We got like another one down here. Okay, so if it come all the way down here, it ain't coming down here to bounce back up. But if we clear this fair value gap right here on the 60-minute and going down and don't bounce back up, then this leg might keep on. This leg might be done failed. This leg gonna be the fair. If we clear this little fair value gap right here, let me mark that real quick. Let me mark that real quick right here. This little small fair value gap right here. If we clear this little bugger, I'm just gonna make this red real quick. Okay, if we clear that to the downside and don't bounce back up, just keep going, this leg right here pretty much done failed. Because if we come all the way back down to this fair value gap down here, I'm gonna just put it down here, but I ain't gonna leave it on. If we come all the way down to this fair value gap down here, we ain't coming back down there to sell back up. I'm sorry. If we come way down here to shoot back up, boy, look at here. That you talking about a bear trap. But if we come way back down there, we gonna go ahead and slide down here. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go ahead and slide down here. If we come way back to that, we gonna slide down there. You feel me? Cause that's the liquidity line that I was, you know what I'm saying, I'm looking for it to get back to. Right? Okay, so let me get back on track. Where was I? What was I saying? Let me get this out the way. I'm gonna leave that one, but I'm gonna get this out the way. I'm gonna leave the fibs there. I'm just gonna hide it for right now. I'm gonna hide the fib. I'm gonna leave them on there because I might come back to it. I ain't gonna hide it. I'll leave it up there. I'll leave it up there. Okay, let me drop down to 15 minute. Did I mark everything on the 60? Yeah. I marked everything I wanted to look at on the 60. So this right, as we see, these fair value gaps right here, this top fair value gap will get us back to 62%. The bottom fair value gap will get us back in the premium market. And then the top fair value gap will get us to the 62% retracement in the premium market. So realistically, we can get up to here. Would I like to see us get up there overnight and sell back down? Yes, I would. I would love for overnight for us to get up to the hill and then sell back down, because that'll make us sell down harder. But if this leg fail right here and sell back down, hey, I'll take that too. Let me drop down to 15 minute. Y'all got any more questions while I'm going through that? Kevo, I think we sliding too. I hope we sliding. I'm gonna keep it up. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I hope we sliding. All right, looking at it on the 15 minute, I done got out of the habit of like really marking a lot on my 15 minute unless it's struggling to get back to my 60-minute levels. You know what I'm saying? If it's struggling to get back to my 60-minute levels, then I be marking stuff on my 15 minute. But if it ain't, if it's just trading, because I be trying to, y'all know how I do, man. I'm trying to throw the rock and hide my hand. I ain't trying to get in the middle of the fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get in on the edges. I'm real patient. I don't like getting in the middle of the street. I don't like getting clapped. I'm real patient. You know what I'm saying? Like the trade. Oh, while I'm talking about, let me show you the trade I was talking about. I was trying to take earlier, and I missed it. It's set up right here. If you see this fair value gap right here, I marked this on my phone. I marked 2 on my phone yesterday while we was out. When we was getting ready to come back. I had one here, right? I had one right there. And then I had one right here. Boom. Right there. Those 2. So my plan was to get in here and take it back to, it was like 4180, I think. Let me see where it's at. Yep, 4180. Right here. Inside this fair value gap right here. That's it right there. That was my plan. My plan was to get in on that gap and ride it back down to this gap right here. Right there. So my plan was to get in on this gap here at 4202, I think. Let me check it. 4202. My plan was to get in at 4202 right there and ride it back down to 4180. That was the future short I was trying to take, right? I missed it. I was coming in. It was like 9:35, I think. right? Let me drop down to 5-minute chart. It was like 9:35, I think, when I walked in. What time this candle is right here? Yep, see, the 9:35 candle right there. It had already started sliding down, and like when you're looking at it in hindsight, you could have got in on the next candle, but in real time, I had already missed my entry. You see what I'm saying? So I ain't want to chase it. You feel me? I'm like, okay, am I chasing? You know what I'm saying? Like, and because a lot of times I try to, okay, it's there. You go to second guessing yourself, you go overthinking it, and I'm like, just forget it, just let it go. So that's the one that got away. That's the one that got away. When it traded back up into it here, I took the options trade, and then it traded down, and then that's when I noticed it was trading back down. Let me see, it might have been a lower time frame. I saw a fair value gap. Right here. There it is right there. This fair value gap right here. I'm getting totally sidetracked. This fair value gap right here. Right there. When it made, boom. Came here. It made this fair value gap. It started trading back up. And then when it started trading back down into this fair value gap right here, that's when I said, okay. See, it came down. It made this fair value gap, right? Then when I took it and it started trading back down, right, I noticed, oh, it's trading down into a fair value gap because I took the options trade over here. I noticed, oh, it's trading into this fair value gap right here because I didn't have this mark. I just saw it, right? So once I saw it trading down into this fair value gap, on my options trade, I dropped my stop loss. I got in at 95 cents per contract. I bought 4 contracts at 95 cents per contract, and I dropped my stop loss to 97 cents because it moved up to like $1, and I think it moved up to like $1.20, I believe. So I moved my stop loss to 97 cents. That way, if I saw it getting ready to come back, if it come back, I ain't gonna lose nothing on the trade. So that's the one that got away from me. All right, let me get these out of the way. All right, so okay, so looking at my 15-minute, I ain't got nothing that I really want to mark on my 15-minute because right now we just still within the range of those 60-minute candles, man. So that's pretty much where I'm still in the same place. I'm still bearish. I'm still bearish on the SPY. I'm still in the same place. I can move. You see right here, we still in the let me go back to 60 minutes so it'll make sense. It don't look all crazy. So looking at my high and my low of the liquidity, the high up here at what this is here, 4408.75. Let me set the fib on the same thing. 4408. I mean 4480. What I said? 4408.75. 08.75. And the low, what was the low? 4091.25. Setting the fibs exactly. Oh, it was already exactly. So 4191.25. So the high of the long-term high I'm looking at is 4408.75. If we break that, if the bears break that, my short-term bearish, I mean if the bulls break that, my short-term bearishness gonna change because the bulls ain't playing. I ain't saying we're gonna be out of the downtrend forever, but my short-term bearishness gonna change, and I'm gonna start looking for reasons to buy instead of looking for reasons to sell on my day trades. You know what I'm saying? And the low that I'm looking for us to hit for the best case is 4091 on the ES. You know what I'm saying? And then for worst case, the low that I'm looking at it hitting is, I got to go to my daily to get that. Is, what's that over there? $39.90. Let's just say $39.93. That's my worst case. $39.93. And because it's a fair value gap right over here, I marked that out. It's a fair value gap below that low, right? if we come down there, it's a fair value gap below that low right there. If we come down below that low right here. So if we slip below that low, it's a fair value gap right there. If we slip below this low right over here, that's the worst case scenario as of now. You know what I'm saying? It is, you can always keep going. You feel me? So that's still that's my outlook so far. I ain't get a chance to chart none of that. And I just, I was getting ready to do it, so I was like, hey, maybe somebody might want to watch me go through it and see my process, and might see something that, help them implement something in their process. But yeah, again, for a quick recap, this the high, this the low. I'm expecting it to come here. We got equal lows that's setting up today. You know what I'm saying? When we set up equal lows, those equal lows tend to get rated. So will this fail? Because we still ain't broke this high. We still ain't break yesterday's high. So will today just fail and we keep sliding down and then go get these equal lows? Or will we come back up into a premium market, which will be up here? These fair value gaps here, the top one will put us at a 62% retracement to go to the downside. The bottom one will put us in the premium market territory. So those are my two scenarios. Either continuing to slide and hit this liquidity, or come up to this fair value gap at the 62% retracement. Let's see which one play out. You know what I'm saying? Which scenario we gonna get? Where my look at? Where I got some arrows at? Arrows. Where my arrows at? Boom. Are we gonna get this right here? Are we gonna get this here? Scenario 1. Or are we gonna make these a different color? Make these red. Or will we get scenario 2? Scenario 2. What's your short-term bullish levels? I don't have a short-term bullish level. If you want to consider a short-term bullish level, just short-term bullish level would be these two fair value gaps right here. In the short term, that's as far as I really want to see them go. Up to what's the top of this gap right here? 42.88. So up to 42.88. Let's see what they look like on the SPY. What day that is. So the top of the 9th, well, that ain't gonna really be around the 9th or the 10th. Let's see what the 9th or the 10th candles look like. Let's see what the 9th and the 10th candles look like. March 10th, March 9th, boom, the 9th, we went up to 429. Then the 10th, we went up to 426. So those was the highs of those days. So right around there was that 428. Between, yep, 428. See, that's why I like looking at the ES, because you can see it better. Let's put them side by side. Okay. Come here, boom, boom. And then see on the ES, this right here was a long wick, but on the SPY, it was a big red candle. You see what I'm saying? Because it opened up way up here. But with the ES, it traded up here and then got pushed down. That was a lot of overnight activity. It was a lot of overnight God dog it. What did I just hit? What did I just hit? Oh, I thought I had to lost y'all. I thought I had to lost y'all. I was like, uh-oh, what did I hit? All right. So, yeah. So, as far as bullishness, that's about as bullish I would be right here. for the ES, getting back up to those levels right there. You know, the bottom of the level, 42.65. The top of the level, 42.89. Between those two order blocks, then coming back down. The way we trading right now, ain't looking too good for the home team. Maybe they just chilling, waiting on FOMC or FMOC, however you say it, tomorrow, waiting to see what Powell gonna say tomorrow. Cause I think Powell talk tomorrow. Matter of fact, let's look at that and see. I think he do. I'll pull up. Come here, Econo Day. Pull up Econo Day real quick while we on here together. Wednesday, retail, import business. Yep, FOMC is at 2 o'clock. We got petroleum status, and then we got the Fed chair press conference. Yeah, so 2 o'clock FMOC, and then Powell, and then the Fed chair conference. Yeah, so we're gonna see, cause everybody expect him to say 0.25. So that's what they're expecting. If he say that, the market might not go crazy. But if he come out and say 0.50, the market might go crazy. You know what I'm saying? But Powell usually good at like saying what's good for the algorithms. He don't buck the algorithms. He know how to talk and not set the algorithms off. I don't know if his handlers just that good or if he just that good. Oh, you finally got your Apple shares and contract. That's what's up, man. It's cause this stuff on discount, man. It ain't all about like, you know what I'm saying, trading nobody else style. Let me turn my screen off for that. It ain't all about trading nobody else style. It's all about, I'm glad Big B said that. It's all about like setting your levels that you want to get in on something. Cause I know Big B had been talking about that Apple at like, what was it, like 150 something? What was it, 150 something you was talking about that Apple? I think he was talking, let's see what Apple at right now. Let me put my screen back up. Apple 153. And see, Apple had got all the way down. Apple opened up at 150 today. It opened up. What you got it at? What you got the Apple shares at? It opened up at 150 today. Did you get it at that 150? It opened at 150 today. It got as low as 150 yesterday, and it opened up at 150.90 today. $155. You got in at $155. That's what's up. $155. I remember he was talking. I know it was $150 something. He was talking about getting them Apple. That's what's up. My partner had got some Apple the other day. He asked me, was it a good price? I was like, yeah. I said put it in for $157. I think it was at $159, and it was a gap. It was a gap at 157. It was a gap. The bottom of the gap was at 157. I was like, put it at 157, and he got picked up that day at 157 for some Apple shares. Oh, you got 150.50. Oh, so you got it for almost $5 less than what you wanted. That's what's up, man. Congratulations. Y'all clap it up for Big B. And got some 200 January calls. That's what's up, man. Y'all clap it up for Big B, man. Clap it up for Big B. Got set his target and then got a better price. You feel me? That's what it's about, man. Set your target and executing, man. That's the part that kill us. We do not execute. Do anybody got any other questions before I get up out of here? I've been on here for 53 minutes. Before I leave, do y'all want me to save this? Do anybody y'all want me to say it? If y'all want me to say this, put one in the chat. If you want me to say this, if you feel like another cousin to get some value out of this right here, and you want to share it with them, or if you want to come back and look at it again, put a one in the chat if you want me to save it. Good play. I bought more shares yesterday, 150. Not touching that option though until Apple gets to 140s. Okay, that's what's up. It's all about having your plan and executing. That's what's up, Mark. That's what's up, Mark. All right. Okay, Samuel. Samuel said save it, so I'll save it. All I need is one. All I need is one. If one person want to come back and look at it, I'll leave it up there for that one. I appreciate that. Here to learn and share. I be saying here to learn and serve all the time, but it's here to learn and share. You feel me? I be tearing it up. I can't read. Anyway, man, again, thank y'all for pulling up. Thank y'all for all of the anniversary wishes. My sweetie, she was overjoyed, man. Sunday, she was like, "We should get on IG and talk to the Spider Gang." She be thinking about y'all, man. I appreciate all the love y'all be showing, man. I told y'all, man, God is good and my wife amazing. Y'all, y'all get a chance to see on camera every now and then, man. That's why I be smiling. That's why I'm always in a good mood, man. God is good and my wife is amazing. What you say, Mark? Once Apple gets to low 140s, I'll get a 2024 call, 160 or 170, whichever is you can afford. Okay, I got babies. They're expensive. This dude is crazy. I want to say I got babies. They're expensive and wife with wine taste and the beer budget. I think you got the a wine taste with them. What is it? The bobbleheads and all that. Okay then, man. I'm about to get up out of here. Don't look like nobody got no questions on nothing. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. If y'all feel, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna go ahead and save it. It's gonna be in the lunchtime lessons folder. If y'all feel like another cousin can get something out of it, please share it with them. You know what I'm saying? It's all about no cousin being left behind. We ain't trying to leave no cousin behind, man. And then to the next time, man. Y'all know what it is. Gone.